Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a world captivated by the idea of overnight success. Stories of young entrepreneurs, artists, or athletes who seemingly burst onto the scene in an instant are everywhere. But let me tell you something today. The truth behind those stories might shock you. Overnight success, as we imagine it, is a myth. Behind every so-called instant success lies years of preparation, moments of doubt, and countless hours of hard work. Think about an iceberg floating in the ocean. What you see above the water is only a small fraction of the whole. What you don't see are the late nights, the sacrifices, and the relentless grind that build the foundation for that success. Let's talk about preparation. It's the quiet, unglamorous part of success that no one talks about. You have to be willing to fail, to learn, and to improve. The world rewards those who are ready for opportunities when they arise. But readiness doesn't happen by chance. It happens because you've put in the time, the effort, and the energy to grow. And then there's patience. Oh, patience. In a time of instant gratification, it can feel like waiting for results is unbearable. But patience isn't just about waiting. It's about what you do while you wait. It's about staying consistent, staying focused, and believing in the vision you're working toward. Let's not forget resilience. Success isn't a straight path. It's a winding road filled with twists, turns, and even dead ends. It's how you respond to those setbacks that define your journey. Will you give up, or will you rise again, stronger and more determined? Finally, I want you to embrace this truth. Success isn't just about the destination, it's about the journey. When you focus only on the end goal, you miss the beauty of the process, the lessons you learn, the growth you experience, and the lives you touch along the way. That's where the real success lies. So, the next time you hear about someone's overnight success, remember this. Behind every shining moment is a story of struggle, resilience, and relentless effort. And you, yes you, have the power to write your own story. Just remember, success isn't something you stumble upon, it's something you build, one step at a time. The idea of overnight success is one of the most alluring concepts in our society. It's the dream of waking up one morning to find your efforts recognized, your talent celebrated, and your life transformed. But let me assure you, what we perceive as overnight success is almost always a myth. The truth is, success stories that appear sudden and effortless are usually the result of years, sometimes decades, of relentless work behind the scenes. When we hear about an author whose book became an instant bestseller, a singer whose song skyrocketed to the top of the charts, or an entrepreneur whose product went viral, we often don't see the backstory. What we see is the final result, a dazzling moment of triumph. But what about the countless hours spent refining their craft, the sleepless nights filled with doubt, or the numerous rejections that preceded their breakthrough? These are the hidden chapters of their journey, the parts rarely highlighted in public narratives. The myth of overnight success is dangerous because it distorts our perception of what it takes to achieve something meaningful. It tempts us into believing that success is quick, easy, and requires little effort. This belief can lead to frustration and self-doubt when we don't see immediate results in our own lives. It's easy to feel like we're failing when we measure our progress against someone else's highlight reel. But here's the truth. Success is not an event, it's a process. And that process takes time. Consider the story of a bamboo tree. When the seed of a bamboo tree is planted, it requires careful watering and nurturing for years before any visible growth appears. For the first few years, nothing seems to be happening. The seed remains underground, hidden from sight. But then, almost miraculously, the bamboo begins to grow. Within a matter of weeks, it can reach extraordinary heights. Was the bamboo's growth truly sudden? Of course not. Those years of unseen effort were crucial in establishing the roots that would eventually support its towering growth. This is how real success works. It's the accumulation of small, consistent efforts over time. It's the hours spent practicing when no one is watching. It's the sacrifices made, the plans revised, and the lessons learned through trial and error. Every achievement is built on a foundation of persistence and resilience. Take a moment to think about the stories of those who inspire you. Whether it's a business leader, a world-class athlete, or an artist, you'll often find that their success didn't happen overnight. They likely faced rejection, failure, and periods of self-doubt along the way. What set them apart was their ability to persevere, even when the results weren't immediately visible. They believed in their vision and were willing to invest the time and effort needed to bring it to life. One of the most profound lessons we can learn is to embrace this process. Instead of chasing the illusion of instant success, we must focus on showing up every day and doing the work. Success isn't about luck or shortcuts. It's about dedication and preparation. The moments of recognition and celebration are simply the culmination of everything that came before. It's important to remember that our society often glamorizes success without acknowledging the struggle that precedes it. Social media, for instance, tends to showcase the highlight moments, the accolades, the wins, the achievements. But rarely do we see the late nights, the moments of frustration, or the sacrifices that made those highlights possible. Comparing our behind-the-scenes efforts to someone else's polished success story can lead us to undervalue our own progress. The next time you feel discouraged by the slow pace of your journey, think about the bamboo tree. Remember that growth isn't always visible, but that doesn't mean it isn't happening. Trust in the work you're putting in, even if it feels like no one is noticing. Trust in your ability to build something meaningful, step by step. Overnight success might seem glamorous, but true success, sustainable, fulfilling success, is built over time. It's built on a foundation of effort, persistence, and belief in yourself. When you embrace this truth, you'll realize that the journey itself is a success worth celebrating. Preparation is often overlooked in conversations about success, but it is one of the most critical factors determining whether someone is ready to seize opportunities when they arise. Success isn't a matter of luck, it's about aligning hard work and readiness with the right moment. Those who appear to achieve great things effortlessly are rarely doing so by chance. Instead, they have spent countless hours preparing for that one opportunity that finally allowed them to shine. Preparation is the foundation upon which success is built. It involves not only mastering your craft, but also developing the resilience and adaptability needed to face challenges along the way. People often admire the performance of a world-class athlete during a championship game, or the brilliance of a keynote speaker delivering a powerful message. But they rarely think about the hours, days, and years of preparation that led to those moments. The discipline, sacrifice, and consistent effort that go into honing a skill are what make excellence possible. Let's consider an example from the world of music. When a pianist steps onto a stage and delivers a flawless performance, it might seem like magic to the audience. But behind that magical moment are countless hours spent practicing scales, perfecting techniques, and learning to play with emotion and precision. The pianist didn't just stumble upon the ability to perform at such a high level. Their success is a direct result of their preparation. They put in the work long before the spotlight was on them. The same principle applies to any field. Preparation ensures that when an opportunity comes your way, you are ready to capitalize on it. It's often said that success happens when preparation meets opportunity. This is why some people seem to get lucky repeatedly. They've done the groundwork necessary to take advantage of opportunities that others might overlook or be unprepared for. What might seem like luck is actually the result of consistent effort behind the scenes. Preparation also builds confidence. When you know you've put in the time and effort to develop your skills, you approach challenges with a sense of self-assurance. You're not second-guessing yourself or wondering if you're good enough because you've already done the work to prove it to yourself. This confidence becomes a powerful tool when you're faced with high-pressure situations. It allows you to perform at your best, even when the stakes are high. Another important aspect of preparation is learning from failure. No one gets everything right on the first try, and setbacks are a natural part of any journey. However, those who are truly prepared view failure as an opportunity to learn and grow. They analyze what went wrong, adjust their approach, and try again. This process of trial and error is an essential part of preparation. It strengthens your skills, sharpens your instincts, and teaches you to navigate challenges with resilience. Preparation isn't just about working harder, it's also about working smarter. It involves setting clear goals, prioritizing what matters most, and staying focused on the bigger picture. It's about understanding your strengths and weaknesses and finding ways to improve incrementally every day. Small, consistent efforts compound over time, creating a strong foundation for future success. Whether it's spending an extra hour practicing a skill, reading a book to expand your knowledge, or seeking feedback to improve, these seemingly small actions add up to make a significant difference. Many people underestimate the importance of preparation because the results aren't always immediate. It can be discouraging to put in effort day after day without seeing tangible progress. But this is where trust in the process becomes vital. Just like planting seeds in a garden, you won't see the fruits of your labor overnight. But if you nurture those seeds with care and patience, they will eventually grow and flourish. Preparation also requires a mindset of consistency and discipline. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or the right motivation to start. It's about showing up and doing the work even when it feels challenging. Success favors those who are persistent, those who commit to the process and refuse to give up, no matter how long it takes. Ultimately, preparation is what separates those who achieve lasting success from those who rely solely on fleeting moments of luck. It's the invisible work that creates visible results. So, the next time you're tempted to rush through the process or feel frustrated by slow progress, remember this. Preparation isn't just a step on the road to success. It is the road itself. When you prepare with purpose and dedication, you position yourself to seize opportunities and turn your dreams into reality. In the pursuit of success, patience often feels like an undervalued virtue. Yet, it is one of the most critical components of achieving long-term, meaningful goals. Patience is not merely the ability to wait, it is the discipline to keep working, to keep believing, and to keep striving, even when results seem far away. True success demands time, and those who learn to embrace the process rather than rushing it often find themselves far ahead in the long run. The notion of patience can feel frustrating in a world that thrives on instant gratification. Technology has conditioned us to expect everything immediately, answers at the click of a button, delivery within a day, and results without delay. But success operates on a different timeline. It requires time to build, time to nurture, and time to grow. Those who achieve remarkable things understand that while the seeds of success may be planted today, the harvest will come only after consistent care and effort over time. Imagine a young entrepreneur working tirelessly to build their business. For months, perhaps even years, there may be little visible progress. Sales may be slow, recognition may be limited, and doubts may begin to creep in. But behind the scenes, every late night, every lesson learned from failure, and every adjustment made to their strategy is laying the groundwork for future success. Eventually, the business reaches a tipping point where all those unseen efforts culminate in visible results. From the outside, it might seem like an overnight success, but the entrepreneur knows the truth. It was patience that kept them in the game. Patience also teaches us resilience. The road to success is rarely linear. It is filled with detours, obstacles, and setbacks. Those who lack patience often give up too soon, abandoning their dreams at the first sign of difficulty. But those who understand the power of patience see setbacks not as signs of failure, but as opportunities to learn and grow. They remain committed to their vision, even when progress feels slow, because they trust in the process and believe that their efforts will eventually bear fruit. Another important aspect of patience is the ability to focus on the present moment. Too often we become so fixated on the destination that we forget to appreciate the journey. But success is not just about achieving a goal, it is about who you become in the process. The skills you develop, the relationships you build, and the lessons you learn along the way are all part of the reward. Patience allows you to slow down and embrace the journey, recognizing that every step, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goal. Consider the story of a tree growing in the forest. When a tree is young, its growth is not immediately noticeable. For years it remains small and seemingly insignificant. But beneath the surface, its roots are spreading deep into the soil, creating a strong foundation that will support its growth for decades to come. Over time, the tree begins to grow taller and stronger, eventually becoming a towering presence in the forest. The same principle applies to our own growth. Patience allows us to focus on building strong roots. Our skills, character, and resilience, so that we can achieve sustainable success. Patience also protects us from making hasty decisions. In our eagerness to succeed, it is tempting to take shortcuts or settle for quick fixes. But these often come at a cost, leading to unsustainable results or compromised values. Patience reminds us that the best things in life are worth waiting for. It encourages us to stay true to our principles and to prioritize quality over speed. When we are patient, we make decisions that align with our long-term goals, rather than succumbing to the pressure of immediate gratification. Lastly, patience fosters a sense of gratitude. When we slow down and allow success to unfold in its own time, we become more appreciative of the journey. We recognize the value of each step, each lesson, and each moment of progress. Gratitude, in turn, fuels our motivation, reminding us why we started in the first place, and inspiring us to keep going, no matter how long the journey takes. In the end, patience is not just a virtue, it is a strategy. It is the quiet strength that keeps us moving forward, even when progress feels invisible. It is the unwavering belief that our efforts are not in vain, that the work we put in today will one day lead to the success we seek. When we embrace patience, we align ourselves with a natural rhythm of growth, trusting that with time, dedication, and perseverance, everything will fall into place. True success is built on consistent effort, not sporadic bursts of action. Many people underestimate the power of showing up every single day and putting in the work, even when the results are not immediately visible. Consistency is the bridge between goals and achievements, and it is often the most overlooked element of long-term success. While inspiration may ignite the fire within, it is consistency that keeps it burning, even when motivation fades. Consistency is about creating habits that align with your goals. It's not about perfection or doing everything flawlessly. It's about commitment to steady progress. Small, deliberate actions repeated over time accumulate into significant outcomes. Imagine trying to fill a jar with water using a single drop at a time. At first, it might seem futile. The jar remains mostly empty, and the effort feels insignificant. But if you persist, drop by drop, the jar will eventually fill to the brim. This is the essence of consistency. It takes time, but the results are undeniable. One of the greatest benefits of consistency is that it builds momentum. When you commit to regular effort, even in small doses, you create a rhythm that makes it easier to keep going. For example, consider a writer who sets out to write a book. Writing an entire book might feel overwhelming, but if they commit to writing just a few hundred words each day, the task becomes manageable. Over time, those small, consistent efforts add up to completed chapters, and eventually the entire book is finished. This momentum not only makes the process feel less daunting, but also reinforces the habit of working toward the goal daily. Consistency also breeds discipline. There will be days when motivation is low, when distractions are high, and when the temptation to give up feels stronger than the desire to continue. In these moments, discipline becomes the driving force that keeps you on track. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. By showing up consistently, you strengthen your discipline, making it easier to push through challenges and stay focused on your long-term goals. Another powerful aspect of consistency is its ability to compound results. Small efforts, when repeated consistently, lead to exponential growth over time. Think about physical fitness as an example. Going to the gym once or twice won't make much of a difference, but committing to regular workouts over months or years can lead to transformative changes in strength, endurance, and overall health. The same principle applies to learning a new skill, building a business, or improving relationships. Consistency allows you to reap the benefits of cumulative progress, turning modest efforts into extraordinary outcomes. Consistency also builds trust, both with yourself and with others. When you consistently follow through on your commitments, you develop a reputation for reliability and integrity. People learn that they can count on you, whether it's in a professional setting or a personal relationship. Just as importantly, consistency builds self-trust. Each time you honor a commitment to yourself, you reinforce the belief that you are capable and dependable. This self-trust becomes a powerful source of confidence, fueling your ability to tackle bigger challenges and set even higher goals. One of the most remarkable aspects of consistency is its ability to reveal opportunities that might otherwise go unnoticed. When you commit to regular effort, you position yourself to be in the right place at the right time. Whether it's through networking, practicing a skill, or simply showing up consistently, you increase your chances of encountering opportunities that align with your goals. Success rarely happens in isolation. It often requires being ready and available when opportunities arise. Consistency ensures that you are prepared to seize those moments. Of course, consistency is not without its challenges. It requires patience, resilience, and a willingness to endure periods of slow progress. There will be times when the results of your efforts feel far away, and doubts may creep in. But it is in these moments that consistency becomes even more important. By continuing to show up and put in the work, you build the resilience needed to overcome setbacks and keep moving forward. Over time, the consistency you practice becomes a part of who you are, a mindset that prioritizes growth, perseverance, and unwavering commitment to your goals. In the end, consistency is the quiet force that drives lasting success. It is not glamorous or attention-grabbing, but it is profoundly effective. The small, steady actions you take today may not yield immediate results, but they lay the foundation for future achievements. When you embrace consistency as a way of life, you unlock the power to turn your dreams into reality. One step at a time. It's not about how fast you can reach your goals. It's about building the habits and discipline that will sustain your success for years to come.